What's expensive? People always think expensive means it costs too much. Costs too much in relative to what? Oftentimes they're talking about too expensive for you, meaning how much it costs based off how much money you either want to spend or have to spend. Expensive is really when you look at the competitors in the market that's offering the same product or service, this price is higher than all those. So you're expensive. So there are many different bags in the market. You have TJ Maxx, you have Polo, you have Target. You also have, for book bags, you also have Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Gucci, Gucci, Chanel. They're called premium brands, but they're expensive in comparison to where majority of bags cost. Majority of bags book bags are around 60 to 80 bucks. Their Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel can be 800 on the low end all the way up to 3,000 plus, depending on what brand you go. When you think about what's expensive, most people are putting their emotions into, I can't afford that right now. You don't have the money for that. And it could be that you don't have the money for that, but also it could be that you have other priorities to where whatever is being shown in front of you just isn't that important. And as you start to do better, when you think about what's expensive, now you're saying it doesn't take away the fact that something is expensive. It costs a lot of money in terms of the service. The fact is, at that point, is it just doesn't matter because you have the money to spend on that item. But think about, as you're trying to train yourself, as you're trying to get better with money, I want you to think about, what do you think is expensive? Remember, the rule for expensive means in comparison to all the bags, everyone who offers a bag at that point. You know where expensive gas is, but you don't know where your expensive clothes are. You don't know what the expensive meal is. You don't know what expensive vacation or all these different items. Cable is more expensive than streaming. You don't know if your phone bill is expensive. You don't know if your appliances or your electronics are expensive. You need to know these things. And when you're looking at how much something actually costs, because ultimately, when you're thinking about how I'm going to manage my money and how I'm going to get better, you have to look at how much things cost, because how much things cost is a direct relationship to what money you have to spend. This is an important lesson that you have to learn. You can't buy everything. You do need to understand the cost. And you do need to understand that even though something is expensive, there's still a way to get that particular price down, even if it comes from a place that doesn't have sales. There's always a cheaper way to buy.